Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. I still firmly believe that XRP has never been so primed. And of course, leading up to the election in November, I was insisting that XRP was keenly primed, let's say, and that proved to be very true. Obviously, XRP hit a new all-time high on January 16th of this year. You'll love to see it, but we're not done yet. No. We are definitely not done yet. XRP still needs to go on that last leg up, that face-melting journey where it finally enters price discovery and absolutely decimates Bitcoin and Ethereum, and every toxic Bitcoin maximalist out there, as a result, will cry in shame. We're looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time. We'll celebrate. And one more good reason to believe that it's coming. Well, take a look at this. Here's a headline from Cointelegraph. SEC backs off. Uniswap announces end of investigation. That's right. The SEC, I made a video talking about this in depth yesterday. The SEC is pro-crypto now. They just are. I mean, I guess if you want to word it a little more light, you could say that they're just not anti-crypto. Even that would be fine. But they're doing things that are clearly to the benefit of every crypto holder on the planet now, and it's just astonishing. It's just all of these lawsuits are going away, and you know what's next? Well, XRP is next. And of course, what I mean by that is the appeal by the SEC against Ripple, it's going to go away. And even though XRP already has legal clarity, which is one of the many reasons I insist that it's never been so damn primed, the market, I firmly believe, is going to respond to some degree. And when you're in a bull market like this, especially after we may have even bottomed, like, I don't know for sure, I'm not predicting that, but this could be a perfect time for this to come along. And when you are in a bull market, as I insist we still are, despite the pullback, just the tiniest little spark can light a massive fire. So let's talk about this. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so it's nice seeing, XRP at the time I'm recording this anyway, $2.28, but it's nice seeing that at its worst today, and again, I'm not making a prediction of whether or not the bottoms, and many analysts think that there's a really good chance the answer is yes. You people live in the future, you know more than me, but XRP bottomed today anyway at $2.07. And so I shared this post in the morning. I wrote, everything is on sale, because the market was on fire, obviously. And I said, I love that the new sale price for XRP is $2.07. I'm used to the sale price being closer to 30 cents. Welcome to the new norm, my friends. And having been here for a hot minute, it is true that when you'd see pullbacks, given that XRP has been way under $1 for the vast majority of the time that I've held it since 2017, when there would be a massive pullback, a lot of times it would be closer to like the 30-cent region. And there was one time in March of 2020 when I saw XRP drop down to 10 cents. And that was part of the COVID panic, of course. But, and by the way, that was a massive, massive hit for everyone, including me. Now, I wasn't freaking out. You can go back to my videos at the time. I was buying. I was able to snag XRP as low as 15 cents. That's the cheapest I've ever bought it in my entire life. But still, my average buying price for XRP ended up being about 25 cents. So think about that, going from 25 cents, and mind you, I bought some XRP even like at 55 cents, and then it went down to 10 cents. So, percentage-wise, that's a massive hit. That was a massive hit to my portfolio. And so I'm just saying, I've been through it, and so many of you listening, you've been here for a few years, you've been through it as well. And so it's just so freaking cool to see that the new norm when the entire crypto market goes on sale because people panic sell, XRP only dropped to $2.07. Do you remember just months ago when we would have been thrilled to get up to $2.07? And now this is what happens when catastrophe strikes? That is freaking amazing. Let me give you a really good reason to be optimistic here. And please look at the screen if you can. I've been insisting for years that the reason that the price of crypto goes up or down is because of global liquidity. When there's more money out there, people got to put it somewhere. And what do? Well, a certain amount goes into the stock market. A certain amount will make it into crypto. And of course, some will get saved, yada, yada. You can name a bunch of stuff. But the point is, when there's more money, you've got to allocate it somewhere, right? And so there is this post from Zero Hedge, shared this with their 2 million followers. And the green line on your screen here is the global M2 liquidity. And that's a 3-month lead. And then the blue line is the price of Bitcoin as of today, February 25th. And so here's what Zero Hedge had to say. And this is just so obviously true. There's no shortage of data proving that this is the case. And it kind of feels a little weird and interesting because it's almost like in a way you can kind of peek into the future. You can't technically know anything for sure, but you can have a really good idea. If liquidity is strongly going one way or the other, you can have a real good idea about what's going to happen in crypto and the stock market. It's a major factor, right? And so anyway, here's what Zero Hedge had to say. You can run, but you can't hide. Bitcoin finally caught down to global liquidity. The good news, that was the bottom. And now up we go. And so you can see what happened here. You can see what he circled here. And again, 3-month lead on liquidity. What do you think happens next? And this is within historical norms. Folks, I can't imagine being bearish here. It just doesn't make any damn sense. Here's a post from Dom. This is a great one. He's just highlighting some of the cases that it ended. And he noted was this February 12th, SEC v. Binance case put on hold. February 21st, SEC drops case against Coinbase. On the 24th, SEC drops case against Robinhood. Another one just happened the other day, which I highlighted, by the way. He didn't mention it, but it's OpenSea. That investigation, that's ended. And then he said, so what's left? Ripple v. SEC. This likely happens very soon and presents a very clean, immediate trade on XRP as positive news can hit at any time. And so he posted that yesterday, and I firmly agree with him. Like that is coming. And then we got the update today about the latest one. And this is Uniswap here, and this is the official post from Uniswap because again, the SEC's doing stuff that we want it to do. It's wild. For most of the last several years, this type of thing seemed impossible, but the world is healing now because we have a new president, and it's the first pro-crypto administration in the history of our country. It's a delight. It's a true delight. Anyway, here's what Uniswap wrote. In April, the SEC issued a Wells notice claiming that Uniswap Labs operated as an unregistered broker, operated an exchange, and issued an unregistered security. As of yesterday, that investigation has officially been closed, and the SEC is taking no enforcement action. This is a huge one for DeFi and reaffirms what we've always known, that the technology we build is on the right side of the law, and our work is on the right side of history. So folks, you love to see it. The Ripple thing, it's coming next. The reason it hasn't happened yet is frankly, the lawsuit already concluded, and so it's a bit more messy. There could be talks about adjusting the penalty. As far as getting rid of the appeal, though, like it's coming. It's just a stickier situation. But we're in a bull market still. And can you imagine? So say this really was the bottom, which many analysts are speculating like it probably was. We'll see. If they're right, then when this news comes, my God, XRP is good. XRP is next, and it will be a freaking rocket. Here's a headline from Cointelegraph. I'll tell you what, for hating XRP so much for like an entire decade at this point, it's amazing how many articles they just pump out about XRP. My God. So here's the headline from this morning. XRP price chart eyes 30% drop to $1.50 as open interest tumbles to 8-week lows. You keep getting these scare headlines, and they're specifically citing XRP. They cite XRP more than Ethereum when it comes to price action. So you can't even say it's just because it's one of the most large cap coins in existence. I mean, it certainly is. But, well, then why wouldn't Ethereum get at least as much coverage? Because it sure as hell doesn't. But it is true, like technically, some analysts I follow still keep the idea open, as you'll see, that you could see XRP drop a bit further. It's not off the table yet. In fact, just yesterday, chart analyst Peppa was talking about that, and he was warning that it's possible, and this is yesterday before the biggest chaos ensued today. He was warning it's possible that XRP could drop as low as maybe about $1.50. And so this morning around 4:50 a.m. Central Time, he noted that we were about 13 hours away from seeing the close, and that, we got to stay above this blue line that he drew right here on this XRP chart, or else we could have another serious breakdown. And that was at $2.12. Well, good news. We did close at, I think it was $2.32. And the close, by the way, is at 6 p.m. Central Time for the charts. And so it has closed, and we were way above that. So hopefully that's a good omen here. But here's a post from chart analyst E. Greg Crypto. And he says, 4-hour time frame update. After witnessing around 7 consecutive red candles, we're now seeing 3 green candles. If we can establish a solid foundation around the $2.07 level, we could confirm a double bottom formation. And folks, that is where XRP bottomed today. And he says, additionally, there are 3 other potential targets still considered part of this formation. If I were new to XRP and looking to add to my bags, I would place some spot limit orders at $2, $1.85, and $1.73. Just a reminder, I don't use leverage and I don't recommend either. Yeah, leverage is awful. That is the worst thing that the typical human can do. It is engage in quote unquote investing with leverage. You're playing with fire, my friend. You're going to get burned. It's like if the life-changing opportunity in crypto that you can get from thousands of percentage gains isn't enough and you feel like you need to spice that up, maybe consider that you're Looney Tunes and you should dial it back. Just a friendly suggestion. Maybe consider to ponder it. Just go on a long walk and think about things and ponder that for a hot minute. That would be my suggestion to you. Maybe calm down a little bit. But it is possible we could see a further move to the downside, but a lot of analysts, again, like I keep saying, I think we're probably through the worst of it. We'll find out. Either way, the point is, a major point anyway, the best is yet ahead. What we saw in terms of prices crashing today, it's historically normal, and it's within a range that the analysts that I follow think makes perfect sense. None of the analysts that I follow think that what happened today signals that we're now in a bear market. In fact, they all believe that we are going to continue to the upside. It's just that nobody knows for sure exactly when it will be and to what degree we're going to be ripping to the upside, but the answer is yes. And again, global liquidity is what it is. But you think all that liquidity increase and markets don't follow that? So it has, and the data proves that it has been, but now it just doesn't. Yeah, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Here's a post from Charting Guy. XRP continues to hold bull market support band. And it certainly has been. In fact, so he shared, by the way, this is from early evening, 4:12 p.m. Central Time. That was an update of an earlier post from February 9th where he wrote, XRP holders, did the crazy wick to support shake you out? Again, this is a February 9th chart now. It's the same chart just from back then. And he was talking about this wick right here, February 3rd. Remember when we crashed down to like $1.70, $1.80, XRP did? Something like that, very briefly anyway. We're still above that band. So it's a good sign. And then there's also this post from chart analyst Steph Is Crypto, and he said, XRP is oversold. Send it back. And ultimately to $4. Yeah, I won't be surprised if we do get back up there. And here's a post from chart analyst Bobby A. He says, the most hilarious aspect about all of this is that those who are bearish at these levels are the same fools who will be chasing green candles once the market continues to rip to the upside. Think about that. Yeah, experience tells me that's correct. Absolutely. I will not be surprised to see that being the case. So again, I firmly believe what is most probable, though nobody can know for sure, is that the best is yet ahead. And we're going to have a face-melting rally for XRP probably in the coming months. That would be my best guess just for fun. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say are right. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.